Scott Game. I'm Brian, and this is my dad. So we're here today for our GenCon Preview. So there were a lot of games to pick from. Our second draft had 34 games in it, and then we narrowed it down to 20.
Yeah, from the gigantic list on Board Game Geek, chopped that down to 34, and you picked 10, I picked 10.
Mm-hmm. Now I've got 20.
These are our top 20. Top 10.
All right.
Top 20. 10.
Top 10s.
But we're going to draft, right?
Yep. So, GenCon Draft. All right. So, I guess I will pick first.
Stop.
All right.
Why do you have those on?
You'll see later. My number 1. Let's do this one. All right. So this one is the blue Happy Salmon, and salmon. It adds 6 new colors to the already awesome Happy Salmon game. So instead of playing with only 6, limited to 6, now you can play up to 12 players. So enough said about Happy Salmon.
Yeah. But we did read on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting for 2 conventions for this.
Well, yeah, they announced it was coming out in 2017.
And I've waited 2 or 3 conventions.
But it's limited supply.
Yeah, so they're selling 50 every day, and one of them has my name on it, and I'm going to get it.
You have to run there first thing.
Run there first thing.
Okay, my number 1. I'm going to take this. It's right in front of me.
Is that the card crafting one?
Edge of Darkness by AEG. Yes, this is card crafting. It's by the same guy that made Mystic Veil. Mm-hmm. I was watching a video. It was kind of interesting. This is actually his first design, but it was a little more complex. Card crafting wasn't a thing yet, and so they released a few games prior to this one. This one is more of a meatier game. It's a mid-weight Euro. I thought it was interesting. I like Euros. There's a common pool of cards that people are drawing from, and when you draw a card that is owned by somebody else, meaning their color, their card is at the top of the card crafting card, mm-hmm. they get a benefit as well as the person who took it.
That's cool.
So there's when you're crafting your cards, there may be a lot of decisions to be made about what you're putting on the card, who's going to take it, and you get benefits as well.
All right.
So Edge of Darkness.
All right, my number 2. I'm going to take. Let's do Unreal Estate.
Where did you get those from?
The kitchen. So I've got Unreal Estate. So you have these cards in your hand, and when you score them, you multiply the number on the card by how many you have, and then multiply that by the number of cards out in the common pool. And then you get points, and the person with the most points wins.
Yeah, this one has great artwork. We picked up a copy at Origins and have been playing it.
Yeah, it's up there. Got the cool art book.
So it's also a Kickstarter. I don't know if it's real release with GenCon or not, but it was on the list.
All right.
My number 2.
You should pick this one.
Pick this one?
Yeah, that one. Nope, can't pick that one.
Fail. Okay. No, my number 2 is Ex Libris by Renegade Games. This one is by Adam McIver. He actually did some artwork for some other games, but this is his own design.
Did he do his own artwork?
That is a good question. This box is too small. Maybe. But you're trying to have the best, greatest, grandest library. It's worker placement, which isn't my favorite thing in the world, but it has a cool theme, so I'm going to go check it out. There's variable player power, so you have these little wooden tokens, and there's something like a bookworm, so one of the guys is a worm, and he has different powers than the ghost or the dragon, or I forget what they are. And then it's kind of puzzly, so I haven't seen anything of the actual gameplay, but I don't know if you have your own little puzzle you're trying to make. So, Ex Libris by Renegade.
All right.
My number 2.
No, those don't work.
Get rid of those.
All right. My number 3 going to be Juliets Letter by Homo Sapiens Lab. So, it's in the world of Romeo and Juliet, and you got the 2 families, and there's a messenger trying to find Romeo with a message from Juliet, and
I can't take you serious with oven mitts on.
One family is trying to help the messenger, and one family is trying to stop the messenger. So
Juliet wrote a letter. She's trying to get it to Romeo.
and their families are either
So
trying
this
to
is
help or stop.
and this is a hidden role.
Hidden roles. So it's kind of like player
Social
social
deduction.
deduction, and hidden roles of what family you're
That's cool. That's a cool theme. Definitely, we like new stuff.
with. Yes. Juliet's Letter.
That one was good. I did want that one.
All right.
You picked it first. My number 3, Shadows of Kyoto. This one is by Emperor S4. Last year they had a game called Hanamakoji. Quick, simple, fun games had it at Origins, and it was awesome. 2-player game, a lot of tug of war, push pull over a central line of geishas. This one is set in the same world. I don't know a lot about other than that it's set in the same world. You're trying to get some intel with some secret agents, but it's 2 players, same box size, same artwork, maybe same designer, not sure. But that's my number 3, Shadows in Kyoto.
So my number 4. I'm going to take this one over here. Oh, it's not 4. All right. So
Take those off.
all right. So I was out in the woods and we had these little green fruit thingies, and they have
Seeds.
nuts inside. They're not edible, and I got like the fruit juice all over my hands,
Stained your
and
hands.
it stained my hands brown. So now they're stuck like this until it fades. All right. So Byword of the Queen by Junk Spirit Games. Byword of the Queen is a co-op 2-4 player, and it's a very, very light role-playing game. So it's by
David Gerard.
Junk Spirit Games, and they made Junking.
Oh, yes.
So their other Kickstarter, and this one was also on Kickstarter, and they both funded, did well, and they
Now our copy came in the mail.
yes, and
Awesome.
phenomenal product quality.
Yep.
So
Yeah, this one's fun. There's a little bit of storytelling element to it.
yeah,
Some
cards.
dice rolling, and then the art by Justin Hillgrove. Awesome game.
Yes.
Good pick.
4.
Number 4. Everybody's picking from this side. That's the good side.
No.
My number 4 is King's Life by Pandasaurus Games. This is Bruno Feduti.
The variable player powers.
Maybe. I'm sure it does. So in this one, the king is tired of doing his kingly duties, and so you're trying
He wants to go and go have a game night.
Go have fun. And maybe he does have a game night. I don't know. Kings like to have fun. But this plays from 4 to 8. So
We're gonna have to take it to game night.
Yeah, have to take it to game night. It requires 4 to play. Up to 8 is good if you're having a
Big party.
lot of people over. But it says 30 minutes.
If you guys know an 8-player, 30-minute game, other than King's Life, because we still have to figure that out. Or if King's Life, if you have played it, know it is. Put it down in the comments and tell us.
Yeah, if it's an 8-player game, plays in 30 minutes, that's pretty good. But sometimes box covers lie,
So make sure you've played the game and know that it plays 30 minutes.
so that's my number 4.
All right, my number 5. I'll take the one that I'd go get up and go get. Grim Forest by Druid City Games. So it's a 2-4 player strategic game. So you're doing this hidden movement, going around and picking up resource gathering, and then you're using those resources to house building, to build a house. So you're trying to build wood, straw, brick houses. You're building these walls and trying to complete your house. So
Yeah, that one did really well on Kickstarter. Unlocked a ton of content.
Over half a million
Yeah,
dollars.
they had little miniature.
Well, yeah, so they had these
pygmies.
little itty bitty miniatures,
Get
and
bigger
then
and bigger.
the next, and then they kept unlocking upgrades, and then the dragon's like
Big
that
dragon.
big.
Well, no, it was not that big.
Right, it's like that big.
But yeah, it's gonna be a heavy box. I'll tell you that.
All right. So, Grim Forest by Druid City. Number 5.
Number 5. Okay, this one's for the family. Sticky Chameleons by Yellow.
There is one line
One line.
of information. Playing with sticky tongues has never been more fun than what you'll find in Sticky Chameleons.
That's true. That's a fact. So remember those little sticky hands you used to play with? And you get out of the machine. So these are tongues. It's from the video that I watched. It's not the same gooey material. It was almost kind of like silly putty, but it didn't. When you got 2 stuck together, they didn't attach and become one. so
Just
this
coming
is
from a game called Smugglers.
oh yeah, that stuff does do that. So you roll the die, it's got a bug on it, and everybody try to be the first one to snag the bug.
Steal it from you.
But you can steal it from other people. So you one hand snag, the other hand you got to grab it. So it just looked like zany, crazy, wacky fun, sticky chameleons.
All right, number 6. How many games? All right, let me.
We're halfway done.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 4 of my games that I have picked or going to pick, I have played. 3 of them I own.
Yeah, this list was really hard because the more.
Like, we didn't know if we wanted to choose games that were new to us or new to you, so we decided new to you.
Yeah, because we saw some at Kickstarter or at. We've received Kickstarters. We saw some at Origins. We've got some in the mail. So these are kind of like the ones that we want to go check out. At least I did. I don't think I've played any of mine.
I've played like 4 of my 10.
Yeah, like you have some that we've played and we know that are good. You should go check them out.
Yes, like maybe a game called Unreal Estate, and this next one. So there's this game called Tesoro, and you have these little square tiles, and you're laying them down, and you're going around your dragons, moving along this line, and you're trying not to bump into the other people or go off the board. If you do, you lose. You're trying to be the last person standing. So Slide Blast by Foxmind. You have these little hexagon tiles, and you're playing them down, and you're trying to make the longest water slide, and when all the tiles are gone, the player with the longest water slide wins. Now, if you help somebody else move, then you get some bonus points using these little token tiles.
Yeah, this one definitely is great for families. It's a cool theme. I mean, I can't think of any other water slide themed games.
Water slide games, put that in the comments.
But this one gives you a little bit benefit for helping a brother out, right?
Yeah, so it's not just, so it's a family game because you get stuff for helping other people.
Yeah, and there's a couple of wild tiles in there that make things go wacky.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Slide Blast by Foxmind.
All right, we need to rearrange these so I can see. You got them all over there.
They're all mine.
My number 6. So this one's family. I'm sticking with the kids here. This one's for the kids. Reef Route.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lines. My number 9 has 23 lines.
Well, that's just the description. So
well, that means we don't know anything about your games.
This one's by Brain Games. Well, I took it from BGG, man.
Okay.
Brain Games. This is by the makers of Ice Cool. It's gonna be hard to follow that up. Winning the spiel, the Kinderspiel. Reef Route is a 2-player game. I think it's for 5 and up. So it's for the real little ones to get your gamers gaming.
Your kind of game.
My kind of game. I'm on that level. But you roll the die and it's got colors, and then you get to move your fish. And when they run into each other, they eat.
So it's like
eat each other.
Sharks and Minnows.
Kind of, yes. Sharks and Minnows, the board game. But it looked like it was, it's good for that age.
America the Dice Game.
Of the, the 5, 6, the preschool, kindergarten age, that parents would like to play that won't, make you bored out of your mind.
Yeah, called Rolling America.
I did play this one. No, it's not. It's called Reef Route by Brain Games. I saw this one at Origins, took some pictures of it. It looked super cool.
All right.
Maybe we could snag a copy.
Number 7. So my number 7, do you have it over there? No?
Maybe.
You want me to take yours?
No.
I've done that once. I'm not going to do it again. All right, well, anytime soon. So my number 7 is Murder of Crows by Atlas. So a murder of crows is a big group of crows. So
It's a play on words, right?
yes, play on words. So it's a word game. So you have these.
But are you trying to kill the crows?
No.
No, you're just okay.
So you.
No animals were harmed in the making of this video.
So you have these cards, and they have letters on them. And you're playing them down, and you're trying to spell murder in front of you. Now, whenever you play a card, you get to do one of these actions. So, like the M is you take a card from another player's murder, which is in front of them, and then add it to your hand. And then they all have the crazy actions that mess with other people.
Yeah, so you can draw extra cards, steal cards. So it seems like a lot of chaos going on.
And then first player to spell murder wins.
Quick card game. Good filler, maybe?
Yes.
I am a sucker for card games.
It doesn't say how many players, though.
Let's see. Getting down to the
last
few here.
7.
So I'm gonna pick Fantasy Football.
What a surprise.
By CSE Games. I do like
Fantasy Baseball.
I do like football. That baseball came out last year. Football this year.
So they might not have this one to buy, but they will have Fantasy Baseball. But you could probably demo this one.
This one they did say they'll have for demo. This is a Kickstarter earlier this year.
We'll be getting our copy soon.
Well, I don't think so. I backed it,
Right.
but I definitely
Not
want to
soon.
play it. there. So I did play Fantasy Baseball last year, and it was awesome. So Fantasy Football by CSE Games.
All right. Number 8. My number 8. Can you grab it? Yamatai by Days of Wonder. So this one is Bruno Cathala, so it has to be good. At BGG Spring, they had a copy at the library, so we got it and played it. It was a lot of fun. So you have these boats and you're making a line and you're using these little resources to buy the buildings, and you're building them on the islands using your boats as routes to put it on.
Mm-hmm.
And then
yeah, there was like action selection that gave you like turn order, and those things slid down, and you got more coming out. What else did you have over on this side?
You had the buildings
you
to
had these
buy.
things that helped you.
And then you had the board with all the cool pieces on it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yamatai.
Yamatai.
That's a good one. My number 8.
What's that one?
Yeah, well, so trick-taking games. There were a lot of trick-taking games this year on the list.
My number 10 is a trick-taking game.
Case in point. So this one is by WizKids. It's Tournament at Camelot. What I thought was really cool about this one is the text on the cards comes from the original legend of,
that's cool.
of King Arthur. Yeah, and the artwork is like old school, like old English, like art. So this one, you're at a tournament. I mean, trick-taking games, you just play card and win tricks, right? But this one, you're like damaging each other in a jousting night tournament. So the first person to die triggers the end, and
And then the person with the most health wins. Sounds like a game
You are
right
correct.
behind you. Arena for the Gods.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the same thing. So what the cool thing that does is there's no player elimination. So people aren't sitting around like, oh, I wish I had a longer
One-player
length."
game.
Yeah. I got
Wish I had a one-player game.
kicked out of the tournament at Camelot. No, so that's my number
What?
8.
Then how? What if you lose? What if you die?
Then that's the end of the game.
Oh.
Whoever has the most health wins.
Oh yeah. Sorry, they went right over my head. All right, number 9.
Stand up next time.
All right, my number 9. So, in the Origins preview, I talked about a game, and they didn't have it to purchase there. They had demos, but they didn't have it to purchase,
And you didn't get to go.
and I didn't get to. Citadel of Time by Funforge.
Professor Evil. And
Go back, watch the other video, listen to what I say. Yeah.
co-op.
It's
You
co-op.
gotta say at least it's a co-op. It's a co-op game.
It's a co-op game. And Professor Evil went through time and stole these things from time and hid them around his house, and you're trying to find them and take them back to their proper time.
Yeah, there's kind of like a timer in the middle, and he's moving around, trying to catch you. So you're trying to run away from him while still completing the objectives. So it looked cool. I didn't play it. I watched a couple of rounds though.
All right.
Funforge always has awesome quality as well. Number 9.
Passport.
Passport is distributed in the United States. Yes. Number 9 is Ancestry by Calliope Games. So this is another theme that seems to be, I guess, fairly popular. Like if
Legacy meets Norse Saga.
Yes, and a little bit, since it's a tree, it's the best tree house ever.
All right.
Drafting.
All right.
So-
Best treehouse ever.
So Legacy, Testament, and
and
Duke
Norse
de
Saga.
Crécy, Norse Saga, and Best Treehouse Ever, with their powers combined, you have Ancestry. It's by Eric Lang. If you're a fan of him, there's tiles, and you are creating your family tree. There's bonuses and coins, and I don't know. It was an interesting theme. Has drafting, which I love drafting. So I'll go check this one out at Calliope Ancestry.
Ancestry. All right. I will
Yeah,
make.
drum roll.
I'm gonna make your choice really hard. Okay.
Okay.
Begin this one. So, Cahoots by Mayday Games. So, we didn't have a picture for this one as far as we could
I
find.
couldn't find one.
No picture. So, it's a trick-taking game. Like I said, my number 10 is going to be a trick-taking game. And you are in cahoots with the other players. So you're cooperating, negotiating, bluffing, and backstabbing your friends. Can't trust anybody.
Yeah, I wonder what it looks like.
Yeah,
So
it could be really cool artwork.
I'm a sucker for artwork. So there was another trick-taking game on the list, Fox in the Forest. That was on our Origins list, and we did score a copy. Phenomenal artwork. Also a trick-taking game. So
Right next to
that one
Norse
will be
Saga.
interesting. Yes. Okay, my number 10 is this one.
Hard choice.
Raggers.
Ragers.
Or Ragers. I guess Ragers would make more sense because you have rage
Yeah.
in the
But
arena.
it does look like Raggers.
Champions of the Arenas by
Raiders.
Galacta.
Galacta.
So yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of information on this one. That's why it was my number 10. I like the artwork. It looked like there was some gladiators, kind of like in an arena. You are
Arena for
playing.
the gods.
You're playing cards, and then there's kind of like a rock paper scissors mechanism of this warrior beats that warrior, and that warrior beats that warrior. And then
Rock, paper, scissors.
as you play, if it's a tie, then you do again, and you keep playing like so.
Tranhis games. What's
and
the game?
then-
What's the game? Tranhis?
Like Tranhis, there's
Yeah.
a game called Cobardes.
Yeah, Cobardes.
Same type of deal. You play a card, and then you.
I mean, that one's
do
numbers. This one's rock, paper, scissors.
Yes. Yep. So, anyways, Ragers, champions of the arena. That's my number 10.
All right, so we will be at GenCon, so you could see us there. Contact us on Facebook or Twitter.
If you want to play a
If
game.
you want to play a game.
Yep.
Now, I will be at Kids Table booth on Saturday from 2 to 4. Come and I'll teach you a game. We can talk, give you Brian's Got Game button, and maybe a card.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you for watching Brian's Got Game. Please like us on our Facebook page. Send us a tweet at Brian's Got Game. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Brian. This is Matt Ad. See you next time.